So, hey guys, what's up? I just washed my hair. It's already wet, not really sure why I'm wetting it, but I am. Just kind of here, chilling. I just asked my friend how much it costs for what she uses to edit her videos, which shout out to Nicole and her channel Here for the Chaos. She also does the music for this channel. Her music name is Lilac. Follow her on her YouTube channel and follow her music, stream her music. Shout out to her. I just asked her what she uses to edit her videos because I like them. I'm afraid she's gonna say some unattainable, wild number, but for me, literally anything is gonna be unattainable and wild. Like, if it's $5 a month, I really can't spare it, so I don't even know why I'm asking right now, but it's something to shoot for. So anyway, gonna do my hair. Probably not gonna do it all on camera, but I was gonna tell a story time, speaking of hair, which by the way, I am not a hair stylist or anything like that. I just do what I do. And today is probably gonna be a rush job because I don't wanna do it. I just wanna get it out the way. So, there's that. But anyway, I'm gonna tell a story about one of the weirdest experiences I've had getting my hair done. And I've had a few that were kind of weird, to be honest with you. But this tops all of them. So one time when I was in college, it was like my first year in college. I was still going to PSC, it was Pensacola State. I was 18. And I was riding the bus because I used to have to take the bus because I did not drive. And at the time, we probably didn't even have a car, like my mom and I. So I was a bus person, a city bus. Do not love the city bus. And here in Pensacola, the city bus schedule is whack anyway, so, but that's beyond the point. The point is, I was riding the bus, and there was this girl sitting across from me, and she had cute braids, and I just told her I liked them. And she said, oh, thank you, I did them myself. And so I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool that you do your own hair. And she's like, yeah, I do other people's hair too. I can do yours. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I wasn't really looking for anyone to do my hair at that point, but I was always looking for someone to do my hair. Because again, I can't do hair. And my hair is breaking. Great. I need more moisture in my life, which reminds me, I need to put this daily cream in. But anyway, so at the time, the only people I had gotten my hair done recently, like when it comes to braids, which is really all I had been doing, were like the African shops. And I was pretty much over that too. First of all, just tired of getting overcharged. And it hurts. But also, she quoted me a lower price. So, I think at the time, she was like, yeah, I can do your hair like mine, which was just some, ooh, you see that breakage? Yikes. Okay. Well, she was like, I can do your hair, for like $150, and you buy the hair. So, okay, cool. I went home, I told my mom, she was like, bet. She bought the hair, and we went, we got the stuff together, and she said she would send me the address. Now, I knew that she was like doing it herself, so I figured it was going to be out of a house. And I was like, okay, we don't know what house it is, but okay, people do it all the time. I had never really done that before, but I was like, it's a thing, okay. She sends us the address, and it's a hotel. And so my mom was already uneasy, but I was like, well, I really want to get my hair done, and hers looked really nice, yada yada. Like, let's just give it a try. You know, it's a hotel, but maybe. So actually, I called her and she said, yeah, she's doing it at the hotel because she didn't want to do it at her house because her mom was, I don't know, doing something and something about like having like work done in the house or something. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Cool, whatever. So yeah. So like this was going to be like a quieter place to do it. Cool. So, but it wasn't like a hotel, it was a motel, which, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It was clean, you know, so, okay, fine. Like, we weren't staying there. But hold on to that thought. So, anyway, so my mom leaves me there, everything, and she pulls the hair out. She starts doing it, and she has her baby there. And she was like, yeah, I brought my baby, like, she's so sweet, and it's like a little baby, like not even 1 year old. And she was like, yeah, this is my baby, you can hold her if you want to. And at one point I did hold the baby, because I love babies, but also like, girl, why am I holding this baby? But, okay, so I held the baby, and she was like, you can take pictures of her if you want to, just don't post them on like social media. And I'm like, I'm not taking pictures of your baby, that's weird, but okay. And we get to talking, and she's like, yeah, you're like really good with her. Mind you, I'm just holding this baby and like, you know, making goo-goo sounds, like bare minimum, you know, because again, it's a baby. Of course I'm gonna play with the baby, but like really good with them? Okay. She's like, you just wait, you're about to be asking me, you can call me up like, can I watch the baby? Can I watch the baby? And I'm like, girl, can you just do my hair? I do not know you. I'm not about to be calling you for nothing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I was very confused. Like, I've been here all of 20 minutes and you're talking about I'm about to be calling you to watch your baby? Like, I don't know, is that weird? I thought it was weird, but maybe it wasn't weird. I don't know. But I was like, okay. So anyway, she's doing my hair and she's like talking about the baby, and then she asked me if I have any kids. And I was like, oh no, I don't have any kids. And she's like, how old are you? And I say, I'm 18 and just started college. And she's like, oh girl, you'll have a kid soon. And I'm like, okay. Thank you. Like, and listen, if you're a young mother or you were a young mother, shout out to you. You're doing your thing. I love that for you, and you're doing what you gotta do and you're making it work. But something in me just feels like it's one thing if you are a young mother and you're out there making it work. It's another thing to put that on an 18-year-old child who does not have a child and be like, yeah, girl, you're gonna have a child soon. Like, girl, what? I would never say that to a teenager. I would never. Like, that just feels wrong. It just does. To just come up to to just be talking to some random teenager and be like, well, first of all, you shouldn't really do it to any woman because you don't know about their wants, their needs, their abilities, their anything, you know. Women and reproductive health is a very sensitive subject. But, like, to just tell some teenage girl that you don't know from anyone that you're gonna have a baby soon is just wild to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. But anyhow, so she was like, yeah, you're gonna have a baby soon, girl. You know, and be like, call me up like, oh my god, let's take our babies out. And I'm just like, okay. So anyway, she's doing my hair or whatever. Oh, also what I didn't tell you is like, she doesn't have like a chair or anything set up. She's literally got me on the floor between her legs, which don't love. She even made the comment, she's like, girl, I know you're glad I don't stink. I got you all up between my legs. Regret is happening, but here we are. I'm 18. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I just need my hair done. So she's doing my hair. And how many times am I gonna say she's doing my hair? You know she's doing my hair. That's the whole reason we're here. Anyway. And she's talking to me, and then she starts telling me about her boyfriend, because she gets a call in the middle of doing my hair. So she answers the phone, and she's like, hey, babe. And she's just talking to him, chatting it up. I don't really mind. I brought my laptop. I'm doing my own thing, either doing homework or just, you know, screwing around on the laptop. And she's, you know, talking, and oh, that's the other thing, because when she asked me if I had a baby or whatever, I was like, I don't even have a boyfriend. And she was like, I bet you'll have a baby in about 6 months. And I was like, baby, well, I bet you'll be pregnant in about 6 months because, math. And I was like, baby, I just said I don't have a boyfriend. And she was like, oh, I didn't have one. And then I met my boyfriend and I was pregnant within like 4 months. But that's not the man I'm talking to now. The man I'm talking to now is my man. And he is so sweet, girl. I hope you get to meet him. He should be coming by here. Coming by where? He should be coming where? Because he should not be coming here. He should not be coming here. Not to this hotel room where I am with you alone and your baby. Don't love it. And I was like, oh, coming here? And she's like, are you not comfortable with that? And I was like, I don't really think I am. I don't think I am. You're not comfortable with it. Shut up. Quit acting meek. Ugh. Anyway, but of course, at 18, I was like, I'm not really comfortable. But she was like, oh, if you're not comfortable, maybe he might not come. He might not come, girl. But like, oh, I can't wait to see him though. And then she was on the phone with him, chopping it up or whatever. And turns out he wasn't even in town. So okay, well, I guess she didn't know that. But he's supposed to be getting in town later that night. So they were talking for a while, and oh, I'm so excited to see you, and your baby's so excited to see you. That's not the baby's dad, but whatever. Baby, daddy can't wait to see you. Daddy can't wait to see you. Talking to the baby and everything. And I'm just thinking, girl, okay. And she's only been with this man for a couple of months. The baby's only a couple of months old. So, she could only really have been with this man for a couple of months. So I'm just like, that is not that girl's father. Like, don't talk to her like that. Especially because, like, she's just not with him yet, Like, him coming to see her, whether it was going to be that night or soon, was going to be like one of the first main times that they were really getting together, But she was like, his mama loves me, his sister loves me, I talk to them on the phone all the time. It's giving catfish, but I think she's like at least met this man in person. But she was like, oh, I can't wait to see him, and da-da-da-da, calling this man this girl's father, blah blah blah. And I was like, so like her actual father, like where is he? And girl, I don't know. So like I left him a long time ago. Couldn't have been that long ago because math. But anyway, so whatever. So she left him a long time ago. So he's irrelevant, I guess. And maybe he is, but it's just whiplash. Anyway, but so, the night kind of gets late, and she orders a pizza. I didn't really want none, but since we're here and she kept offering, again, I have a hard time, like, saying no, so I had, like, a slice so she would leave me alone. But I was like, I guess I should call my mom soon. How long do you think? Oh, girl, I'm only, like, halfway done. I'm really trying to figure out what she's been doing, because I just feel like it was more than halfway done amount of time. But, okay, so she was only halfway done. She was like, oh, you can just sleep here. There are 2 beds in the room. You can sleep here. I'll sleep here. We can have a little slumber party. I could order some more food. And some girls I used to dance with, they might come through and we can have a little party. I want to go home. I'm going home. And I was like, I have medications. Your mom can just bring the medications. If my mom came here to bring the medication, why would she leave without me? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because that way she wouldn't have to come back and forth in the morning. Girl, shut up. I'm going home. And I was like, probably not. So anyway, my mom, because of course, if I had told my mom, just come bring me my medicine. And then leave me here with this stranger and her friends and her baby in this hotel and maybe her boyfriend. Come on. Anyway, so no, that's not what happened. I went home with my hair half done. And my mom's annoyed because I've literally been there all day. Like all day. I'm talking sun up, sun down, and then some. Hair half done. Cool. So she brings me back the next morning. Okay. Next morning, girlfriend says, ooh, this job is taking longer than I thought. I'm going to have to charge you an extra $50. How is it an extra $50 because you're working slower than you thought you would work? Like, that don't make sense. But at this point, my hair's half done, so I feel like I don't really have the leverage to argue. So maybe I'm dumb, probably, but she got me for another 50, okay? So she gets me for another 50. We still talking about random stuff that don't make sense to me. She telling me more about her little boyfriend and how his mama love her and she loves his sister and they just such a beautiful family and they gonna love her daughter and it's just gonna be so wonderful and she can't wait for them to get married. They started planning a wedding. It's gonna be in it's gonna be like a winter wedding or something. I don't know. I don't remember that part that much. But they're getting married. Anyway, and she can't wait to have another baby and give the baby some little siblings and everything. So cool. And then she was like, I don't know, I'm starting to get a headache. I hope I can finish. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I don't know if I can do another day. And she's like, yeah, let me just power through. But could you text your mom and ask her to bring me some pain medication? So I text my mom, ask her if we have any Tylenol. And she's like, for what? And I was like, because the braider has a headache. And she was like, I guess. So she comes and brings some Tylenol. And the girl is finishing. But at this point, she's rushing. And then she finishes pretty fast after she gets that Tylenol. But you can tell she finished pretty fast. And the front of my head is just these big boxy braids. And the rest are like some smaller mediums. And the big, it's not good. It's not good. Especially because it's 3 different colors. And she had said that she was going to layer the colors so it was going to just all blend. It was like blonde, red, and black. And it was just going to be like this thing. But instead it was like these big chunky blonde braids, red braids up front or whatever. And then like some black. It was bad. Anyway. Lesson learned. But we weren't done because after she had got us for some Tylenol, got us for $50 extra, then she asked for a ride to Rainbow. And again, for some reason, we was, I guess, I don't know, just extra nice. Took her to Rainbow. She bought a bunch of stuff and then took it back to the hotel and left. And that's how I got for $200 plus the cost of hair, plus Tylenol pills that, I need my own medicine, plus gas to Rainbow, and sanity. Just the time of my life that I'm not going to get back. Oh, and I remember another thing. We were talking about kids, and I was saying that I do want kids. At the time, I still wanted 10. I don't really see 10 in my destiny, but you never know. But I don't see 10 in my destiny. I have lowered it to 5, but at the time, I said I wanted 10, and I wanted 5 biological and 5 adopted. Again, no. But, that's what I wanted. And she said, oh, no, girl, you don't want to adopt any children. And I was like, yes, I do. And she was like, you'll never love them the way you love your other children. And I was like, I'm going to love all my children. And she was like, no, I think people think they can, but you're not really going to love those kids the way you love yours. And I was just like, I mean, if you feel that way, then you shouldn't adopt. Yeah, but I mean, I want to adopt and love the kids, and kids need homes. And she was like, no. And then she was like, I mean, and honestly, unless their parents are dead, I don't think people should give away their children. And I was like, I mean, sometimes you have to. And she was like, well, yeah, if you like pass away. I was like, well, what if you're not fit to be a parent? And she was like, well, if you are pregnant and you end up having a child, you just need to go ahead and be a parent. And I was like, okay, but hear me out. What if you shouldn't? There are some people who just are not material. And if they don't, if we're past the conversation of, the other option, then maybe they should put the child up for adoption because they should not be raising that child. And she was like, no, you can just figure it out. I was like, that's toxic. That's where abuse comes from, because people think they have an obligation to just stay when, if they are someone who has no interest, and I'm talking about someone who does not want to be a parent, a mother, a father, whatsoever, and they're only there out of genuine, guess I have to be, that is not going to be a healthy environment for that child. If the child is not physically hurt, they're going to be emotionally damaged. I mean, be serious. And she was like, no, I just think no mother could ever give up their child. And then I was like, and also, I mean, sometimes financially, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think it would be really hard for me, like, even if I was, like, dirt poor, to separate myself from my child. But I get it. But she was just like, no, that's selfish. And I was like, okay, all right then. But, so she just had some really bad takes on a lot of things. And, yeah, so that was the time that I had a very weird experience while getting my hair done. And I'm actually almost done because I've done a complete rush job. But guess what? This rush job didn't cost me $200. So I call it a win. What do you think? What is the weirdest hair experience you've ever had? I've had some other, like, non-great ones. Like, so I'm from Chicago, but it's weird though. I'm from Chicago, but my grandma and, like, my aunt and, like, a lot of people I grew up around are Southern. Like, they're from Alabama. But I've never, I was not raised from a child to say ma'am. Like, there's no ma'am. That's not happening. So when I moved here at 9, I just didn't say it. But really, not a lot of people really bothered me. Because I am respectful. And, I say a solid yes, not a yeah or uh-huh or anything like that. And honestly, I think people are usually fine with it. They don't even notice. But every once in a while, you get someone who gets a little tricky. And there's this one lady who was doing my hair. And she was talking to me and asking me questions and stuff. And I said, yes, very clearly. And then at one point, she just said, can I get you to say yes, ma'am? And I kid you not, did not speak unless spoken to for the rest of the day while she did my hair. I was over it. I was like, I ain't got nothing else to say. I was so petty about it. I was bitter. But also, she was already rubbing me the wrong way. So Tina Turner is my favorite. And at some point we were talking about Tina Turner. And she said that Tina Turner went through what she went through because she had a baby out of wedlock. And I may have only been about 10 or 11 at the time. But I know some messed up BS when I hear it. And that was some messed up BS. So I didn't need much more of an excuse to ignore that lady. So there you go. Also, them braids was falling out the second day. Just boop, braid. So, yeah. And then there was a woman who stuck a pin. That was back when I still had relaxers and she was doing ponytails. And she stuck a pin right in my head. Like it was digging in my scalp. There's still a dent in my scalp from where it dug. And I think she was maybe too old to be doing what she was doing. I hope she's okay. Shout out to her. But that was not fun for me. Yeah, those are probably like the weirdest experiences. But yeah, that woman who said that stuff about Tina Turner, we could actually get in the field right now. And it feels like one of those nights. Oh, I don't know. You're not supposed to say my hair. I want to get copywritten. Okay, well, I think that's all I have. Bye.
Yeah, you ever notice how scared we are of our emotions? Being human's a condition controlling. I'm just trying to shine bright in the sky, but the devil working overtime, cause I'm just trying to clear my head, but my thoughts just